Hey Gigi, how's it going?
Hey, you. How are you?
I'm good, my love. How's everything?
It's going well.
Same here.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't complain.
Oh, well, what's going on?
Mm, well, the year has just started. I realized today that all of my New Year's resolutions are on hold. They're on pause.
Wait, hold on. What was it?
Everything I said that I was gonna do come January, I haven't done except travel.
It's okay. You always you have
That's the
time
only
for
thing.
that.
That's the only thing I have found time for. But that's me. That's how it is.
Okay.
But so yeah. How about you? How has your year started so far?
I think it started off pretty well,
Yeah, busy with
Yeah.
work,
Busy with work, busy with personal life,
stuff to do
and
all the time.
stuff to do all the time. But you know what? Not necessarily a lot of stuff to do all the time. Like now, I'm like, my weekends, I want to stay home,
Mm-hmm.
do things with Penelope and just stay home and relax because I have so much happening and so much going
All the
on
time.
all the time, Monday
Mm-hmm.
through Friday, and then some. Um, so now it's like,
When you have
my
a lazy Saturday or lazy
I'm
Sunday, you
happy.
take
I'm
advantage of that
happy
shit.
because now, like during my weeks, like I'm fucking working.
Yeah, I know. I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you. Yeah, I
Not to say
think
that I wasn't working before, but just
no.
differently.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
that my
The balance
goal
the balance was off.
is the balance was off, but
Mm-hmm.
also the goal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you. So yeah, so today I kind of wanted to tap into finance and our decisions with finance in our life and how we deal with it, the changes of where we started, what we, um, how we direct our life according to our finances, or I should say, how you deal with organizing your life regarding to finances.
So I like that subject, right?
Yes,
Because
it's very broad,
it
but we
is.
can kind of, yeah, it's very broad, but we can kind of hone in on like, I guess, how do you feel um, right now? Because we are kind of living a tough time with
Yeah.
finances.
Yeah.
Obviously we were like in a recession and watch this and oh God, and the home prices are, skyrocketing and rates are high and people can't buy and can't afford. And then we have then our regular lives that we still have to live. We have our, our partners, our spouses, our
Yes.
children. And so how do you feel that you have adjusted to the recent changes in our world?
So I think that I think that I do pretty well with adapting with all the changes, right? Because there's a lot of things that we're not able to control,
Right,
right? Like I can't control the increase in pricing and cost
right.
of living, right? And the cost of housing. I can't control that here in the state of Florida, the insurance is out of this
Out of
crazy
fucking
roof,
control. Yep,
and
yep.
there's just no handling that right now.
Correct.
Um, what I did notice is that the only thing that I can control is the way that the choices that I make to be able to afford the lifestyle that either I like, to afford my home and to take care of my daughter, right? So, obviously, the breadwinner in our household, it is Sergio, right? And and he is such an amazing provider in which
An
that
organized
and he's very organized with a lot of
provider.
stuff. Yes. And in my world, in my head, like I trust him enough to not have to worry about our finances, right? However, there has been subjects where even he has told me now, oh, listen, things are a little tough. And what he means by tough is not the same tough as the struggles that my best friend is going through, right? His
Right,
tough is just very different. It's like,
right.
oh, I'm going to have a slow month. And now he's worrying. And he's worrying because he may not be able to save as much as he would like to save, or
Mm-hmm,
we may not be able to plan that trip that we wanted to take this year because we just have to plan
mm-hmm,
ahead for the next 6 months or whatever.
mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm. You have
his
to plan
mentality,
accordingly.
yes, his mentality is whatever he does now is for what's happening in the summertime.
Right.
That's just the way he rolls. And I'm very much appreciative towards that because my brain is not like that, right?
Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
God
So
bless people like him,
God
seriously.
bless people like
Because
him.
I literally, I want to do something. I don't think about it twice. I'm
Yeah.
like, I
And you're
want to
just
do
going to do
this.
it. Yeah.
And I just do it. I just
But you
jump
know
off
what
the
I
cliff,
think? I'll tell you right
which is
now.
crazy. It's not
Yes,
good.
it's there's nothing good or bad about it. And
Hmm. Well,
I'll
it's
tell
just not,
you,
it's just not, it, because of the times we're living, it's just not safe to make that erratic decision. which I've always made.
So I'm used to those decisions like that. But for me, I'm used to them only because I have struggled in my world, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I've overcame everything that I've gone through,
Mm-hmm.
right? So to me, you know, if we're having, for instance, let's say, for example, we're having financial issues in my head, okay, we'll overcome that.
Right.
There's solutions to overcome.
But that's the way that I think too. I'm
I'm not saying that I want to struggle. I'm not saying
no,
that.
absolutely not. No, it's just that you believe and you have faith
Fuck
that
faith. I
that
know what
things
I'm
are going
do.
to be right. You know what you got to do to make it happen.
That is
but
correct.
You're also an optimist.
Correct.
That's me. You can't be optimistic all the time, which is my problem. And I've hit a wall quite a few times in my life.
Yeah.
That I've been like, I want this. Fuck it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna buy it or whatever. I've done that so many times, and then I've been like, fuck, I shouldn't have done that because now I need that for something else. So your decisions obviously will
correct. Correct. And luckily we have that balance, right? Where Sergio is not like me and I am very different from him. But then again, like I mentioned, our experiences are different, right? Like he has lost everything, right? He came from something and lost everything. I came from nothing.
Right.
So it's our whole perception on money and finances and worry is so different.
It's different.
It is completely
so it's
different.
A good balance.
It is.
It works out.
It's very different because like my whole thing is like what I'm doing now, right? Mm-hmm. I balance so many things. I do real estate. I'm trying to do a little bit of commercial real estate, right? In addition to that, now I'm also doing business consultation with merchant services. So I'm doing all of these things, but my why and my motivation behind it is not because we're going through either a recession or times are hard. The truth is, my why and my reason to be motivated to make things happen is just in case if my relationship doesn't work out.
Yeah.
What the fuck am I going to
hold your own?
And it's only because I have Penelope.
Right.
Had it not been for her, it wouldn't be that way. My thought process is very different. I came from a relationship where, I was taken care of, like you would ask me, you would call me on a Tuesday, Wednesday morning or afternoon time and you would be like, what am I doing? I'm like, oh, I'm in my pool enjoying. Oh, you want to go out for happy hour later? Yeah, sure.
Let's go.
Let's go. And then I have to buy something at Macy's or Bloomingdale's or whatever the case may be. Let's go. Okay, no problem. That was my life. Now, great life. Yeah. Am I sad that I don't have that life? No, not at all. I have a different life in which I'm very happy for. But I cannot stress myself for the same things that my partner stresses because then we're going to go insane.
Right.
And I do count on him. And I know it sounds stupid or like old school or whatever, but I truly believe there is a part of me that could be a little bit old school where I do believe that he has a responsibility to this family. And I feel like he worries more about finances and I worry more about other things. Like I worry about Penelope's school. Like I worry about things that are involving our daughter, our household, things that are happening around with the family.
Right.
And that's my worry. And that's where I focus my attention because that's what I'm good at.
Which is probably things that he doesn't really put too much mind to.
Because he counts on me to get those things done.
Right.
To make sure that Penelope
but this is why it's a partnership.
Correct. Like to make sure that everything in school is, pretty much set and we don't have to worry about it, that she doesn't need any more uniforms and new sneakers and new this and new that and whatever. And that we're giving the money to this and to that and whatever. So it's a balance.
Yeah, of course. Everything has to be like that. I think in life, there has to be obviously ownership to your responsibilities and there has to be a balance. Honestly, I feel exactly the same way as you. I am the one that's erratic and nutty when it comes to spending money.
You see, but it's different though, because, from what I understood, you telling me when we first met is that you are the main provider in this household, correct?
Yes.
So,
but I am the crazy one.
But you're the crazy one.
Correct.
Sergio is the main provider in our household, but he's the one that's like, oh wait,
he's the subtle one.
Yeah,
the one with the strong mind.
And meanwhile, I'm like, oh, okay, well, we need to go buy this. Okay, well, let's plan a trip. And he's looking at me like, girl, you're planning a trip.
What's wrong with you?
And I'm like, I'm suffocating here. Like, but in my head, I'm like, oh, it's gonna be okay. I think you're gonna do well with this. Like,
yes, we're gonna survive.
Yeah, and I'm like, I have faith in you. You're gonna take care of us, and you're gonna continue providing as good as you've been doing all this time.
Exactly.
And
because you believe.
I do believe.
You believe. I believe I can fly.
So I really believe that he has it in him to continue providing for us
Mm-hmm.
and to continue doing the best that he has done.
Yeah.
And I also, continue to do the best that I can, being a supportive partner and mother, and a family member and housekeeper and
Mm-hmm. And
whatever
all
the
the good
fuck
and
I
all the
do,
good stuff.
and all the good stuff.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have, we wear a lot of hats. There's
Yes.
not one hat that we wear more than the other, I think.
Yeah.
As a mom, we're like octopus.
And I think that men are different. Like, for instance, like, what hat does Bebe wear? That you're like, oh, he wears all these hats, or his hat is, no, he goes out to work and he brings home the money.
Yeah, he goes out to work and brings home the money. But no, Bebe does cook, as
Okay.
you have already experienced.
Yes, I have
that.
to take beans home.
He cook. Yes, you gotta take beans home. So he cooks. He does clean because I'm lazy when it comes to cleaning.
Yeah.
I'm horrible, and everyone that knows me well knows that I am really bad with
Well,
cleaning.
let's just clarify this. She's not dirty, guys. Okay.
Well, not dirty, like apetosa or
See,
anything like that.
no, because people misinterpret that. Like, my best friend, right? My best friend is a little disorganized. Love her to pieces, but she is. She's a little disorganized. But she's not dirty. Like, you come into her house and her house smells like she just fucking cleaned, right?
Oh yeah.
I kid you not. Like, here, you come in here, it doesn't smell bad, it doesn't smell dirty,
Well,
whatever,
like
right?
food sometimes because we're
Well,
all
food is
kind of
normal because you're cooking,
yeah.
Pero her household smells like she did laundry and it smells clean and
Mhm.
springy and whatever. But meanwhile, she has clothes all over the place, and she's like, "I just finished doing laundry yesterday."
Oh God, yesterday.
Yeah. So she's, and sometimes it just happens. We're disorganized, but
No, but I'm getting a little bit better.
Yeah.
It's a work in progress,
Okay.
guys. I am a project in the making. But I am, we've already gone through this. People that know me and listen to this and know me well know that I'm a little bit of a hoarder. So I've gotten through or I'm working, not gotten through. I am working through my hoarding.
There's therapy for that.
There is therapy, but I'm not really actually going to therapy for it. I just kind of do my own therapy, and my friends and people that love me they talk me into the cleaning and the getting rid of shit.
So
and
are you
sometimes
really a
it takes
hoarder?
me a while.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Like I had things in my kitchen cabinets from when my daughter-in-law and my stepson moved in that I had not used in 15 years in my cupboards.
Okay.
Why do you keep things for 15 years and not use them?
So why do you?
Because it's difficult for me to part from them.
Okay.
No reason. Just I'm used to them being
Do you
there.
know who's like that?
Who?
Sergio.
Yeah.
Fucking asshole. He can't get anything. He can't get rid of
How you
anything.
see? So he's a hoarder too.
And I'm like, Sergio.
I'm a hoarder. I'm a hoarder with
But
all
he's like,
things.
oh, but it still works. I'm like, who the fuck cares that it still works? You haven't used it. You haven't used it.
Yeah.
Like, even Penelope stuff. Like, if it's up to him, I would keep all of her clothes for 4 years. And I'm like, Serge, there's other families that may need it. Number one.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And number two, we cannot, like, he wants to keep a high chair. He's like, well, we may need it. And I was like, what? He's like, baby number two. And I'm like, fuck that shit. I was like, we get a new one,
Yeah.
Or we get one through OfferUp. I'm okay with that too,
Yeah.
I said, but get rid of stuff because I like clearness.
New things.
No, not necessarily new things. There's things that I can't part with, right?
Yeah.
But my whole thing
But
is
just not having like things on top of things on top of things.
No, I cannot.
Yeah.
I can't.
I hear you. Well,
I mean, listen, when you come to my house, I'm like, there's a mess, and you're probably looking, and you're like,
there's nothing here.
Where the fuck is the mess?
Yeah, where is it?
And I'm like, no, there's a purse on top of the dining table. So it's driving me insane.
Right, exactly. Yeah, guys. So obviously, again, our subscribers, our listeners, some of you guys are our friends, family that you guys are supporting us, and we love you. We adore you. Thank you so much. But the people that are new and don't know us, I live in a 2-story townhome that I've been in for 21 years. 21 years.
That's a long time.
That's a long time. But it's a 4-bedroom, 3 full bath townhouse. So my townhouse is not small.
That, by the way. Yeah, no, it's not.
So I have not a whole lot of space, but I have plenty of space from what I gather from what I need, right? So in reality, now my project of my backyard finally was completed. You haven't seen my backyard, huh?
No, I haven't, but that's why I look to the side right now that you saw me
looking.
We're
gonna see it. We're gonna see it.
Is this the entrance to the backyard?
This is our backyard entrance, yeah. So that was a project that took 4 years because we started it during COVID.
Yeah.
2020. It's 2024. So that took 4 years, 3.5. But yeah, everything obviously it hasn't been because of money or because it's because other things just have come across that I have found to be more important than those things. But then with getting rid of stuff, it's hard. I'm telling you, it is so horrible. And I didn't notice that I was a hoarder until
Have you
like
considered
recently.
maybe just saying, okay, instead of just throwing things out, I'm just going to donate things?
Well,
Like
this is
there's
why it's
may
been
there may
easier for me. Okay, so I'll tell you. So it's been easier for me because my mom, when she used to live in Hialeah, I used to give everything that I wanted to get rid of to my mom, and she used to sell it. So at least she used to make, 50 cents, a dollar, $5, $10, whatever it was, right? So it was okay. I was giving it to her. Like, for example, videotapes, like VHS. I was obsessed with movies and DVDs. So when I was a teenager, I started collecting movies. All the movies I liked, I bought. I did not rent things, I bought them.
yeah.
So it got to the point where I had, I don't know, 300, 400 VHS tapes.
Okay.
And I had, I don't know, 1,000 movies in DVDs.
Yeah, like
So
Blu-ray,
I
you
had like
mean?
the
Like
actual DVD, the disc.
okay, okay, yes.
Yeah, the
Okay, got
CD,
it.
the
Yes.
DVD player. So I had books and books and books. These books, I had them organized alphabetically. I had a whole log. If I lend it to someone, I would write it down the day they bought.
No, yo no te creo, Nikki.
Girl, I was like Blockbuster Video. I was like Blockbuster Video.
So where are your VHSs?
I threw them away. I gave them to my mom. Obviously, you don't need that shit anymore. So I
Yeah.
gave everything. That was so hard for me to get rid of. You have no idea.
Yeah.
The fact that she couldn't sell them even hurt me more because I paid there was money there.
You could have just taken them to the library.
Whatever. I gave them to her. She sold the VHSs, she sold for like $1. I had VHSs that are like Disney limited edition, like the original, like Little Mermaid, the original Cinderella, like the gold seal VHS. Girl, I could have gotten mad money for that, but I let it go. I went into those a rampage and got rid of everything.
So my Sergio's sister received for one of her Christmas gifts from her kids this membership that she turns in all of her VHS that
Into
are
like memory?
pictures or whatever, and they put it into a memory thing for her and make like a video for it for her and things like that, which I thought was pretty cool because, like, for instance, I always believe if something means that much to you, but you have it in a corner, if you have it in a box, it's in a basement, it's in an attic, you don't see it all the time. If you really want it, then bring it back to life. And that's one of the things that I try to do with things that I feel that I don't use anymore, I don't pay attention to it no more, or whatever, is try to bring it back to life.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have a hard time parting with cards. Like if people give me like a card,
Mm-hmm.
right? So what I used to do before was I just would frame it in
Oh
a
God,
collage.
like a birthday card? Oh shit.
But in a collage.
Mm-hmm.
So have a big collage with all of these cards.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
I have gotten rid of so many cards across the years.
Mm-hmm.
And of course you have I'm the same way. See, back to that. So yearbooks,
Mm-hmm.
albums from like my boyfriends when I was a kid. My mom had all that shit. I turned 40 years old and my mom's like, here, she bring me 4 boxes of pictures from my ex-boyfriends and stuff. It's like, Nani, what are you gonna do with this? I'm like, Mom, burn that shit. Like I don't,
Well, Sergio's still keeping his he did like a vision board. And one of his vision board with his ex-girlfriend, ex-wife actually,
oh God.
when they were in high school together and things like that, and they wanted the kids and the car and whatever, but he can't part ways with that. Meanwhile, I'm like, I feel like you can throw this away. Like that's not your life anymore. Like I'm not. I mean, you have the kids. We have them with me. I mean, and then I realized his mom is just the same. He's just like his mom because like when I go into his mom's house, there's a picture.
Yeah,
of the
my
family.
mom's a hoarder too.
Wait, no, hold on. There's the family picture,
and she's in there.
The ex-wife is in there.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and I'm like, Lord have mercy, please help me.
Yeah.
And he's like the same way. He's like, oh, but that's a family picture. And I'm like, yeah, but so I'm thinking I should just get a big portrait of Penelope and just
put a jumbotron with that.
The only wall that she fits here is this one, so you're gonna have to get rid of that one, But Sergio likes to keep things, and I understand they're memories. They're things that you're attached to, and they mean something to you. But there's some stuff, guys, that it means jack squat, like a fucking cup in a fucking
cup in a cupboard.
Like, dude, get rid of it. Somebody else needs to drink from that cup.
Yes.
Yes. Like just donate it.
You are absolutely correct. So therefore, I thank my daughter-in-law because when she moved in, she helped me, and so did Chichi, my cousin. She's the bomb with that shit. She don't give a fuck. She's just like, we need to get rid of this. You have too many of these. Exactly. Yeah, so I've gotten good. You don't understand how many boxes of shit we got rid of when I started to clean out this kitchen.
Yeah.
So it's a, like I said, it's a work in progress, but it's getting better.
I love that for you. Good.
I am, doing good. And with clothes, that's been also another hard one for me, because I
Yeah.
would keep clothes that's like a size 10. That'll never be a fucking size 10 again.
And you're hoping to get there.
I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there in my mind. I'm
Yeah.
going to get there. You ain't going to get there, bitch.
It's okay. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Listen, regardless, if I make it to a size 10 again in this lifetime, my ass is buying brand new fucking clothes. I'm not wearing something from 25 years ago.
Yeah.
Of course.
So give it up.
Correct.
Give it to another family.
Correct. But then I always
needs it.
find a reason that I want to keep it. And then Chichi will look at me, and sometimes that's why I love her to help
Bitch,
me.
are you in
But
denial?
she's like, yeah, bitch, throw that away.
Eso ni te cabe en una teta, Nikki.
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly. Which one leg are you gonna put in that whole outfit? One leg, But yeah, so I think that all of us have like that little, that little piece of us. Yeah. Some worse than others as far as the hoarding is concerned. But yeah, I'm getting better at it. I'm working on it.
Good.
Yeah. So we left from the finance to the hoarding. And then I never really, now? I don't know. Okay. We see squirrels. I see squirrels, and then you don't really see squirrels, but then you see my squirrel.
Do you know what? I'm going to tell you something. So today I was planning on, wearing a T-shirt that I have, right? That's an upside down pineapple.
Oh my God, the pineapple.
To the thing to my PJs, right? And I was gonna bring this unicorn little fleece blanket because I was like, it's gonna be cold,
fucking cold.
And I'm thinking about it because now I'm getting cold, and I'm like, shit, I should have brought my unicorn.
Well, there's 100 blankets in there, by the way.
Literally a unicorn.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Well, that's like you have the pizza blanket.
I have the pizza blanket. I love blankets, but I have this other. My sister's boyfriend gifted me a blanket, and it's like the best fucking blanket ever.
Yeah. It's so I am obsessed with blankets. I have, in any given moment, I have had in that ottoman, there's 10 blankets in there.
Yes, I have.
I take them all out like once a month, and I just wash all of them and put them again, because some of them we don't even use. We don't get to them in the bottom. But I love blankets. Sometimes it's not even cold, and I wear the blanket because I like to sit on my couch with a blanket. I love to be with a blanket.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, there's people in my house that come and they know they're freezing and they grab a blanket. They know my blankets are there.
I had a train of thought with the shirt.
Okay.
So I thought that the topic that we were going to talk about, I was like, oh, I found a shirt, and I was going to bring a unicorn blanket, like that's Penny. So it's a cartoon unicorn blanket. Right. I was like, oh, this will be interesting. An upside down pineapple T-shirt, right, with the unicorn blanket that I'm going to bring over. I was like, there you go. It's the sign. This is our topic. We're going to talk about
oh my God,
lifestyle and swinging. And
swinging.
Like
well, now that you say that, that's funny, because that'll lead us into probably the end of this show and into the next one. But so I follow this girl on TikTok. This lady. Her name is Adita.
Oh, okay.
Like Ada, but they call her Adita.
Yeah,
right.
Adita.
So I thought it was she is on the ultimate world cruise on Royal Caribbean. It's 9 months long. Okay. And the people that are on there, it's regular people that have decided to go on there, but there's people that are pinnacle level.
Yeah.
So pinnacle is the highest level on Royal.
Yes.
That's the highest level. And she's pinnacle. And I'm not going to go through the whole thing of how she got there, because that's, again, we can talk about that because that's actually an interesting topic. But she has pineapples all over her door. All of her clothes has pineapples. Her husband's shorts have pineapples. She has pineapple purses and pineapple earrings. So I had no idea at all that pineapples meant swinging. Yeah. I didn't know that was a swinger thing.
Yeah.
No idea. I've learned it from her. Yeah. So I'm going to find a way that we can tag her, because it would be great for her to hear this, because she is hilarious.
Yeah.
She's probably in her late 60s, early 70s. Adita, I'm so sorry if you ever listen to this. I don't know her age, but obviously they're semi-retired or retired because they're going on a fucking cruise for 9 months, So anyway, her husband's name is Lee. So when they start the cruise, I guess everyone started turning the pineapples upside down on her door. She was wondering what the hell was going on. And then in her beach chair, she has pineapple clips for her beach towel. I'm like, she's obsessed with the pineapples. So I thought it was fucking cute. She had no idea that it meant that she was a swinger. So
because they have to be upside down.
Correct. Yes. But they would turn them upside down on her chair. So she was wondering what the fuck was going on. So long story short, she explained why she loves pineapples. So the people in Royal Caribbean, you know that there's a lot of Indonesian people working on the boat.
Yes, yes, lots.
And, Asian
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
And they don't talk their pronunciation's bad. So they would call them, instead of pinnacle, pineapples, her level.
Yeah.
So that's how the pinnacles got known to be pineapples.
That is hilarious.
That's hilarious. So all along, she's a pinnacle member, which is a pineapple in the world of Royal Caribbean.
Yeah.
The pineapples are here. The pineapples are back.
Yes.
But it was the pinnacles, not pineapples.
That is hilarious.
So she's always bought all this pineapple stuff because of this. So everything is in her outfits are pineapples, and her shoes, purse, pineapple, dress, pineapple.
Poor thing.
I was dying, rolling, laughing. Because I'm like, oh my God, all these people thought that she was a swinger.
Yeah.
So all along, they're putting little hints on her door and hints
like, hey,
at the pool, like, hey, we're ready to swing.
Yeah, room
and she's like, I'm sorry. Yes. Yeah. So she had to go live on TikTok and say that she's not a swinger because everyone thought she was a swinger.
About pineapples. You know what I bought? That's a pineapple. Well, it's not a pineapple, but it's these suppositories that go up your vajayjay.
Are you serious? And they smell like pineapple?
They smell like pineapple. And it gives you like that freshness of like pineapple,
like
stuff
pina
like
colada.
I kid you not.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
I keep it in the fridge. So,
oh my God, I cannot.
So what it does is it just maintains everything, like, it has
nice
like
and
natural
fresh
pH balance and stuff like that. But you have different flavors, so you can do like strawberry. I got the pineapple one.
Oh my God, where do you buy that?
I bought it on Amazon. But you know how they say that you eat pineapple and things like that? It's it's a natural
aphrodisiac?
No. Yeah, for this was
that's it. You took me there. Now my hands in the gutter.
It's they say, oh well, if you eat pineapples, right? Then it's gonna be like your
fuck. What?
Like if guys eat pineapple, right? Like their cum. Right, is not going to taste like Clorox or
like it changes
that taste.
Okay,
and stuff. That's the same thing happens with the women.
Oh shit! Like so you're going to secrete pineapple juice?
Yes, I'm trying to create a pineapple juice here. So yeah, that's what I thought about now. Pineapple.
God. So Gigi's going to secrete pina colada, guys.
So next week, I think that our topic should be about.
We're going to talk about that.
That should be.
That's a good one. Yes, we're going
to
talk about pineapples, swinging. Pineapple juice, pina colada,
the suppository,
the vajayjay suppositories. Oh my God! Okay, so don't miss next week's show, guys. It's gonna be interesting.
Be great.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that.
All righty.
All right, guys. Love y'all.
All right. See you guys. Well, I'll talk to you guys.
Talk to you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.
That's funny.